guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Empties video to share with you guys, and once again this is my Empties bin that I used to store everything in. It's like the most gigantic bin ever, so there is a lot of stuff in here. And tilt it so you guys can see it's pretty full. So once again, this is going to be kind of a longer video like most of my Empties are, but I'm going to try to do my reviews as short and condensed as possible this time so that we can get through it hopefully a little faster. I think my last one was almost 30 minutes long, so let's try to make this like 18 minutes. That's my goal, 18 minutes. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Okay, so I'm going to talk about these as a grouping because once again, as with all of my Empties, I've got a massive amount of these one-time use sheet masks in here. So first of all, looks like I have 4 of these ones here. These are from Tony Moly. I got a whole set of them on Amazon. They're super cheap, you guys. It's like, I think it's like $10 or $12 for a set of like 15. It's ridiculous how cheap they are. And they're not like the greatest quality face mask I've ever tried, but they're pretty decent for the price. So the 4 that I used up this time is going to be the aloe mask sheet. This one's for moisturizing. This one here is the avocado mask sheet for nutrition. This one here is the seaweed mask sheet for skin purifying. I used this one last night. And then the last one is the rice mask, and this is for clear skin. So once again, I don't feel like I see a significant difference after using those. I think I would compare them to the Sephora collection sheet mask. It's more of like an enjoyable experience, very relaxing. It's a nice thing to do for yourself, but is it like instant results like the Karuna masks? No, but for the price I think they're totally worth it if you want just like a relaxing mask that you can use without spending a fortune. Okay, so next, the Sephora collection pomegranate mask. You guys know I've talked about this before quite a few times. Of all of the Sephora collection masks, this one is probably my favorite. It's for anti-fatigue and energizing, and yeah, I really like this one. It just doesn't have a weird scent like a lot of the other Sephora collection masks have. But now that I've tried these Tony Moly ones, I don't think I'm gonna buy these again because I feel like I get the same results from those guys and they're much cheaper. These are like $6 a piece. Okay, I also had 2 of these Dr. Jart masks in here. So the first one is a clearing solution mask and the second one is a brightening solution mask. These are cool. These are really cool, you guys. So these, I would say they're actually a paper mask, but they almost feel like one of the hydrogel masks because the solution that they put on the mask is like so like thick and dense. So it almost has like, how would I describe it? So the mask is folded up and it has like this netting, like thick netting stuff that's holding it together. And once you peel that away, then you have your sheet mask and you can place it on your face. But it has like a really, like I mentioned, like a really thick serum on it. So I really enjoyed these a lot. And they're the same price as the Karuna masks. I think I might like them as much as I liked the Karuna masks. So I definitely want to start purchasing some more of these. Of the 2, I think I like the brightening one a little bit better, but they were both really, really nice. So I would definitely recommend trying those guys out if you haven't. I have a couple Karuna ones in here. I had one of the hydrating face mask and one of the clarifying face mask. I did enjoy both of these. The brightening one is of course my favorite. I think I just like brightening masks, but both of these were really, really good, and I definitely recommend trying these Karuna masks. They're awesome. And then I have 2 of these Le Creme Shop masks. These came from the drugstore. The first one is a rose water one, and then the second one is a neroli oil. I think this one is supposed to be for brightening and this one is supposed to be for moisture, it looks like, but these were okay. Not the greatest, but they were okay. And I want to say they were like $3 a piece or something, so they were pretty inexpensive. The only thing I didn't like about them, I felt like the sheet was really easy to tear, so it was a little difficult to work with, but it was okay. Alright, and then along the one-time use masks kind of lines, I did also have this little set from Dr. Jart. Now, this wasn't a one-time use. It actually has, so this actually came with 5 one-time use masks, and the way that this works, it's actually a 2-piece set. So you first put on like the wet strip and leave that on for 10 minutes and then you remove it, and that's supposed to be kind of like those Biore masks where it like or nose strips where it like pulls off the blackheads, and then you follow that up immediately. Oh, that was the dry patch, and then the moist patch is second, the wet one, and that stays on for 10 minutes. That one's more like a serum, so it's very similar to like the sheet mask. So you put that one on second, and it has like the treatment in it to help prevent the blackheads. So results were okay. I feel like this was a little pricey for the results that we got, so I definitely would not recommend purchasing this one, and I'm not going to purchase it again. I find that like the Glam Glow mask or the Boscia Black mask work a lot better than these guys. As long as we're talking about skincare, let's keep going on the skincare. This one is the Ole Henriksen Power Bright. This is a brand new 3-step system from Ole Henriksen. You can buy this like in a 5 or 6 pack, I think, at Sephora, and it's a little bit pricey, but it comes with 3 one-time use little pouches in each pack. The way that you're supposed to use this, you start with number 1, which is the Truth Sugar Glow Polishing Mask. So it's kind of like a exfoliating mask. And then you follow that by the vitamin C concentrate. That is 25% vitamin C, which is a crazy large amount of vitamin C. That is definitely going to help with brightening and overall evening out of the skin. And then the last one is the Pure Truth Melting Cleanser. So you use that last to just really get a deep clean. So this, I think, is a pretty cool idea. I really like it. So if you have very dark sunspots or acne scarring that you're trying to reduce, I would definitely recommend this. I actually got this one from Influencer to try out and do a review on. So I only got one little set from them, but I think if you buy the bigger pack that comes with either 5 or 6 uses, you'll see better results, because for just the one-time use, I saw a little bit of results, but I think with continued use, you'll see really good results with that. Next, I do have an empty here of my Shiseido facial cottons. If you guys haven't heard me talk about these, I've talked about them lots of times on my channel. These are amazing. If you have never felt them, you need to go try them. I know people are like, $10 for facial cottons, that's ridiculous, but honestly, these last forever. You get 165 sheets in there, and if you're only using 1 or 2 cottons a day, that's gonna last you a really, really long time, and it's totally worth that investment because they are so stinking soft, you guys. I have never felt a cotton round or cotton square, anything softer than these, and it's totally worth it. So just go feel them. Go into Sephora, grab the tester, and feel it for yourself. Okay, next up I have a Body Shop product here. This is their Sweet Lemon Sugar Body Scrub. So I found this at TJ Maxx for $5.99. I definitely will not repurchase this. I didn't think it was worth the price. I just went through it so fast. There's not that much in here. So the container is pretty small already, but it wasn't totally filled up either. I think it was like 3/4 full. So I just felt like I used this in a handful of times, so it just seemed a little bit, not my favorite one. It smelled pretty good, but I won't buy that one again. Next I have this Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. This time I picked up the detoxifying and energizing one, and I've really been liking this one. It has not as nice of a scent as the lavender one, but it still just smells like a spa. It has that kind of like herbal spa scent. So it's not a bad smell, and I like the fact that it is specifically for detoxifying and energizing, because I feel like when I take an Epsom salt bath, that's what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to get a little bit of a detox and just like re-energize my mind, body, and spirit. So this is definitely one that I would recommend, and I will be purchasing this one again in the future. Next up, I have this Anderson and Lily. This is a Manhattan Beach Butter Hand Cream. So this I actually got in a BoxyCharm, and I don't know how much this guy cost, but it wasn't my favorite hand cream. It was definitely moisturizing, but it was almost too thick, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So it was just one of those ones that kind of stayed on your hands and made your hands still just feel really slippery. I used it only at night because I definitely would not use this throughout the day at all. I would not recommend it because it doesn't absorb very fast. It takes a long time to absorb. So yeah, at night is when I was using it before bed, and I would just slather it on and leave it on overnight. And it definitely did a good job hydrating. I just didn't like the texture of it. Next up, I have another Ole product. This is the Ole Henriksen Firm Action Mask. So I did talk about this in a monthly favorites, I think, and a skincare favorites. I love this mask, you guys. It is so good. I think you can find it on the Ula site. We don't have it, we don't carry it at my Sephora, so I don't know if it's just exclusive to online only. I was actually able to find mine at a TJ Maxx and got like a really good deal. I think it was like $10 or something crazy. So I already picked up a backup of this because I love it. The nice thing about this mask, it's supposed to be for firming, tightening, anti-aging, and clearing the skin, so it gives you like everything all in one. The clay that is in here definitely sucks out all the impurities, but it's not over drying, which is amazing, because with the Glam Glow mask, sometimes I feel like it is so drying that I only use it really as a spot treatment, but this one I could just put it all over my face and I know it's not going to overly dry my skin in the areas that I don't have the breakouts. So this is like one of my favorite masks of all time. It's just a really good one. So definitely pick it up if you find it at your TJ Maxx. Next up, I have a mini from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. This is just like a mini that I got in a kit at one point. I feel like this is like an okay cleanser. I don't feel like I get any spectacular results from this, nor do I feel like it wrecks my skin or anything. It's just one of those ones that you use it and it works and it's okay. So that's how I feel about that one. So next up, I have this product from Avon. I did talk about this in a review because I received this from Octoly and I did a review for it. I will link that above in case you're interested in watching the full thing. But basically, in that review, I told you guys I would not be keeping this, and this is pretty full. It's nearly to the top. There were two issues with this for me. Number one, it had an awful smell. It just had a strong hairspray type of smell, like that really strong chemical hairspray smell. And number two, it stayed sticky and tacky on my skin. It never really fully absorbed, and it just left a sticky mess on my skin, and I really disliked this, you guys. Now, when I did that review from Octoly, I did get a comment from somebody saying that they love this serum and theirs is not sticky and it doesn't have a weird smell. So I don't know, maybe I got a bad one, I don't know, but this guy did not work for me. Next up, I have another mini. This is from Marula. This is the Pure Beauty Oil Foaming Cleansing Oil. So this one I used as a pre-cleanser. I'm currently out of my Algenist Melting Cleanser, which is my favorite pre-cleanser, but I was using this one because I had a bunch of other like oil-based cleansers I needed to get through, and I just don't like the texture on this. It literally feels just like oil, where a lot of the other oil-based cleansers that I use, it feels like oil at first, but then as you add the water, it foams up. This one never really does foam up. It stays kind of feeling oily. It does melt away my makeup, so I did make myself use this up because it does do the job. It's just not my favorite texture. I definitely prefer the Algenist, or Boscia has a really good melting cleanser as well, but this one is not my favorite. Okay, we're getting close to done with these skincare products. Next, I have a Lancome eye cream. This actually came in a gift set. This is the Genifique eye cream, and it was just a mini size, but I enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a thicker eye cream, so I would definitely recommend using this one at night rather than in the morning, because it just stayed a little bit too tacky for applying makeup over the top, but it was a pretty decent one. Next up, I have this L'Occitane. I think that's how you say it. I think I said that right. So this is from L'Occitane. This is the Supple Skin Oil. It's got almond oil in it, so anyway, that's what it looks like. So this guy right here was just a little mini size. I actually ended up using this up as like a scalp treatment instead of on my face. It was just a little bit too dense of an oil for my face, and I didn't want to break out since I have acne prone skin. So I just used this as a scalp treatment oil and mixed it with some other oils that I use. Next up, I have a Glam Glow mini. This is a miniature size of the Power Mud Dual Cleanse. This is fantastic. I loved this sample, and I definitely went through it really quickly. I actually went and bought the full size of this after I used this up because I really enjoyed it. So basically this one is like a very deep cleansing type of mask. So you're supposed to use this after you cleanse your skin for like an even deeper cleanse, and you use it once a week, or you can even use it less often, just to give you like a really good detox on your skin, especially if you wear a lot of makeup. I feel like this is a really great mask to really get anything that's really trapped underneath in your pores out. Next up, I have a body lotion. This is from Bath & Body Works. This is the Paris Amour Intense Moisture Body Butter. I think this is my last Bath & Body Works lotion. Finally, it took me so long to get through all the ones that I have because I really don't like the formulation on these. I have talked about it many times before on my channel. I'm just not a fan of the Bath & Body Works lotions. I feel like they're just a little bit, I don't know, they don't moisturize very good, and they just leave my skin feeling more dry than when I started. So I'm not a fan, won't purchase them again, but I'm glad to be finally through with them. The last skincare product that I have is this Dr. Vatica Cactus hair oil. I have had this for probably 2 years. It took me so long to get through this. I was mixing this oil with a bunch of other oils to make my own concoction of oils to do scalp treatments for my psoriasis. I did do a video a long time ago, like 2 years ago probably, on my channel about it, but this is one of the ones that I would add just a little bit of this just to add a little shine to the hair, and I did enjoy this, but I don't know if I'll purchase this particular one again. Okay, next up, I actually have an item from my Use It or Lose It for 2016, so this is super exciting. This is from Lush. This is the Bubblegum Lip Scrub. This was actually in my Use It or Lose It for 2015 also, and I had to roll it over to 2016 because I didn't get it used up, and I finally went through it. So thank you so much to a subscriber who suggested that I put this in my shower, because I just felt like I wasn't using it because it's so messy and I would just be like, I don't want to deal with it. But once I put it in my shower, I started using it every day and I got through it so fast. So thank you to whoever that was. And yeah, that one is finally done. Yay. Oh, by the way, I do actually really like this, and I would probably repurchase it. It's a good scrub. Next up, I have a fragrance. This is from Bath & Body Works. It's the Citrus Orchid Chill. So I've been using this as a room spray. I'm just trying to get through all of my body mists that way because they don't stay on the skin or in your hair or on your clothing whatsoever. But I do find if you spritz them in the air, they tend to linger a little longer. So that's what I use mine for. I'm just trying to get through the ones I have once again. I'm not going to purchase these again in the future. I don't feel like they're worth the money. So yeah, I did enjoy this scent though. It was a nice scent. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. It's a little florally, but yeah, it was nice. Okay, I have a couple hair products and then we'll get on to the makeup. The first one is from L'Oreal. This is the Ever Pure Color Care System, and it's a volumizing conditioner. I feel like I might have gotten this from Influencer a while back in a Vox box or something like that, but this was okay. I have a really hard time with hair products, you guys, just because of my psoriasis. I have extremely sensitive scalp and I have to be really careful with what I use on my hair, but this one was okay. It was a little bit thick, so it was really good if you have very dry hair. So I was almost using it more as like a hair mask rather than a daily conditioner because it was just too heavy and would really weigh my hair down. So I would only use it more as like a treatment mask, like once a week or something. Speaking of hair masks, I also have this one here from Nelson Beverly Hills. This is a hair mask, moisture healing mask it's called. It had a coconut scent. It actually smelled really nice. I did not think that this was a very good hair mask though. However, I liked the scent, but it was very thin and watery, so it just didn't give me enough moisture like I would be looking for in a hair mask. I almost think this was like the opposite of the other one. This was too thin. I would almost use this as a daily conditioner rather than like a deep hydration like the last one. So it was just a miss for me. All right, now I have a ton of makeup in here, so that's really exciting. First of all, I do have one nail polish. This is from China Glaze. This was just a white one. It's called White on White, and this one just started to separate really bad, and it wouldn't really, when I shook it up, it just went bad on me. So that is a really old one too. I think I've had it like 3 years. So time for that guy to go. I do have a couple mascaras in here. The first one is from Marc Jacobs. This is the, I always forget the name of this. I think it's the Velvet Noir. I believe that's what this one is. I loved this one. This was a really good mascara. I was really sad when this ran out, but it gives you a ton of volume. It doesn't really make your lashes clumpy, and I didn't notice any flaking or anything with this one, so I really liked that mascara. On the other hand, this one from Cargo was a total miss. This is the Boundless Lashes mascara. So I think my problem with this one is it's one of the ones with the very rubberized wands. I tend to not like those types of mascaras. I feel like they don't give me enough volume. I have extremely wimpy lashes and I rarely wear falsies because they irritate my eyes, so I have to get a ton of volume from my mascara, and this one just didn't do it. It gave me some length and some definition, but I just looked like I had no lashes when I wore this, so for me, this was a total miss. And also, it's a very wet formula, so I did have a problem with this transferring under my eye and onto my lid too, so that was definitely a no-no for me. All right, I've got a few eye products next to talk about. The first one is just my Kat Von D tattoo liner. You guys know that I love this. It's a great liquid liner. It's got like a brush tip applicator. It's a very fine tip so you can get a good wing. This is basically what I wore on my eyes like every day for the last like 3 months. It's fantastic. I really, really love it. So yeah, I would recommend that guy. Next up, I have my Brow Wiz, which is in the shade Caramel, and you guys know this is the only thing I put on my brows. I love this stuff, and I will continue to repurchase this one forever and ever. I already have 2 backups on this guy, so yes, I love that one. Next up, I have an eyeliner. This is from Stila. This is the Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Stingray. So this actually dried up on me and the whole thing fell out and I wasn't able to save it. So I have to throw that away, but I don't feel like I owned it that long. I think this came in a kit from the holidays or something like that. So I might have just got a bad one, or maybe I didn't close the lid tight enough or something like that. But I was very disappointed that happened. I do have a NARS Laguna bronzer in here. I finally used this guy up and I'm so excited. This is a big bronzer, so I felt a big sense of accomplishment when I got through that, but I love this bronzer, and I do already have it because it came in the Stephen Klein palette, which I own, so I don't have to worry about losing this one, so I was happy to move that out of my collection. Also, something that I went through really quickly, this is from NARS as well. This is the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I got this from the Beauty To Go section. I kind of regret buying the mini one because I went through this in like 2 weeks. There wasn't very much product in here, so I wouldn't repurchase this size, but I will repurchase a full size because I do love that concealer. And the last thing in here is another product from my Use It or Lose It for 2016. This is the Tarte Lip Surgent Lip Pencil in the shade Elite. It's just a miniature size, but I finally got through it. This took me so long to get through, you guys. I was wearing it, let me see if I can get it. I can barely get a swatch from it. I was using that like all spring and into the summer. It's just a really nice kind of a peachy color with some shimmer in it. It was really pretty, but I just wanted to get it out. So I finally got that out. So those are all the products that I have in my empties this time around, you guys. Quite a lot. I'm very proud of myself. I always feel good about using up products because then I don't feel like I'm wasting things because I have so much and I try to use up as much of it as I can. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have questions or comments on anything, leave those down below for me, and make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!